Here are the main facts concerning the ongoing missile and drone swarm attacks on Israel and the Israeli military's responses to these attacks. After you read these facts, I will explain why Netanyahu will soon be strung up like Mussolini by his own purple gang, and Israel will be eaten by hyenas. Okay, number one, no Western nation has even a single hypersonic missile with a maneuverable warhead. They have ones on the drawing board, but it will be approximately 2 years before the first one rolls off an assembly line. Fact number two, Russia, China, and Iran can manufacture and are manufacturing hypersonic missiles with maneuverable warheads. Rumors about the numbers on hand and how fast they can be manufactured vary greatly. Also, Yemen, Syria, Lebanon, and Turkey are all rumored to have hypersonics, and these assertions look more accurate every day. 3. The jet and or propeller cruise drones that look like mini airplanes are being made in great quantity by Iran and Yemen because they are relatively cheap and they have been very effective in swarming and overwhelming Israeli defenses and then destroying much Israeli infrastructure. 4. Over the past 2 months, Israel has been bombarded almost every day by hypersonic missiles and cruise drones. Their effects have been astounding. Destroyed targets include airports, a casino, fire stations, government buildings, high-rise buildings, military installations, oil refineries and storage facilities, police stations, port facilities, power stations, radio and TV stations, a stock exchange, and warehouses. 5. Effects of this bombardment and ongoing war include, number one, a mass flight of approximately 2 million Israeli Jews to Western nations. That's approximately 20% of Israel's Jewish population. Next, horrific economic losses and currency values, stock prices, and real estate values and wages. Next, thousands of military casualties from constant fighting. Now every major Israeli city is a shambles. Air raid sirens blare day and night, rockets shriek in, and massive explosions shake buildings. There's no running water, no electric lights, most shops closed, as are many gas stations. Street crime is rising because people get desperate. Schools are closed, hospitals have no more room. Rubble from collapsed buildings fills the streets faster than it can be removed. Prices for survival items like candles and water are zooming up. Vermin like rats and insects multiply in the rubbish. Mass fleeings of skilled people and military call-ups are crippling the economy. Be advised and understand that there is no way that Israel can stop these incoming missile barrages. The Israelis have no hypersonic missiles that can destroy Iranian hypersonic launching sites in Iran or their hypersonic manufacturing facilities. The Israelis have no jet fighters that can bomb anything inside Iran because they will be shot down ASAP. If you have been paying attention, you know that manned aircraft of all sorts have been driven out of the air over enemy nations. Expensive manned jet fighters top out at speeds around Mach 3, while the cheap missiles fired to knock them down often exceed Mach 5 and are getting faster, while the manned jet fighters are stuck at Mach 3 because human pilots can't take stresses higher than about Mach 3. The only way high-tech stealth fighters like the B-2 can get in and out of Iranian airspace alive, but these odd birds cannot fight other aircraft because they lack guns or rockets of any sort, because they would make the B-2s visible to radar, and B-2s are just fat and slow one-bomb cows that would be instantly shot down. Their one-bomb payload is about the same as the warheads on the larger hypersonics, and thus the B-2 is basically a hypersonic with a man inside of it for no useful reason and will probably be shot down on its first mission. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a civil war going on in Israel right now, and human nature being what it is, the Israelis will demand to have Netanyahu's head on a pole, and they will remove him from power one way or another. This is what Trump is waiting for, and he will be able to bully Netanyahu's successor, who will still be in the impossible situation that Netanyahu is in now. Trump will thump his chest while Hezbollah tanks head south. Short of pushing the big red nuke button, there is nothing the USA or Israel can do to physically stop the incoming hypersonic missiles. If that happens, my guess is that Russia would instantly carpet nuke Israel like the mad dog it is, but who really knows? It might be World War III with nukes, I don't know. As matters stand, Israel is nothing more than an Iranian rocket testing ground. The Israelis have nothing to stop a hypersonic now, and they can't last the 2 years that they will have to wait for some USA weapon that might stop a hypersonic. Also, the Israelis could not even stop the slowpoke cruise type drones because the Iranians just launched more than the Israelis can shoot down. Now it's the question of how many weeks Israel can absorb these non-stop bombardments. My guess is that Israel will be thrown to the wolves by the head goat herder in the city of London. Yes, I am serious. What's going on may seem like the apocalypse to the dumbass hillbilly Bible thumpers, but to the guys in London, it's just another bust-out caper, and the slaughter of several million Israelis is just an accounting item to them. In any case, we won't have to wait long, and we'll see who's closest to the truth. Okay, that's it for this time. Try to support your local elected county sheriff, and please stockpile as much food and water as you can.